Hello traders, this is Day Trader Matt with businesswithtrading.com doing an E-mini trading room recap for the 27th of May, Tuesday. Hope everyone had a great extended weekend, and it was awesome for me. I learned a little bit, and it was a lot of fun. Actually, somebody told me that Memorial Day used to be on May 30th, and then they moved it to Monday. And this was a long time ago, but it was an interesting piece of trivia, I thought. But anyway, getting into the market, today was a very cool day. Basically, opened up in line here from the close of Monday, and pretty much just chopped around, but moved higher in the choppiness. Today we made 5 trades. We were 4 for 1, and ended up pulling out 6 points in the market. So definitely very, very interesting day. Our first few trades happened very, very quickly. The first 4 trades were all in the first 10 minutes. And you can see this movement here was very nice. Very, very nice. So our first trade, we grabbed a short down here. And the market moved down a little bit. Then we took profit, turned it into a long up here. And we were able to ride that up a little bit. And over here we grabbed a short. We were able to ride that down, and then we turned it into a long down here. We got long, we were able to ride it up, taking profit on the way up, getting out over here. Actually over here we got out when the market was chopping around. Then it went a little higher, and it came back down, went up a little bit. We just kind of watched it a little bit from here because it was a little choppy, and then it started moving up. And from there, we did get long. We were long from here, and we were watching this, and ended up, this was our stop, so we ended up just getting taken out right there. We stayed over a few minutes just because the trade hadn't ended yet, and I wanted to see what it was going to do. And then I did make a trade recommendation. I'm obviously not counting it in the results or anything like that because it doesn't make sense to. But I wanted to show that to you guys. I recommended getting long over here. The market came down, came back up, and then came down again. I was basically giving my analysis for the remainder of the day, what I was looking for, and as I was doing so, the market came down, came up, came down again. I guess I was a little long-winded in my analysis because that's like a 5-minute window there, and after we got stopped out over here, that's about 5 minutes from there, and actually 10-minute window. So I was a little long-winded in my analysis, but I like to let people know what I'm seeing, and I always give an analysis after the trading room, what I'm seeing. Sometimes I have one scenario. Usually there's a couple, 2 or 3 on the table. This could happen. If this happens, that's going to happen. If this other thing happens, that's going to happen. And then a third scenario, if that is to occur, then that. Basically like if-then statements. But that's what I do every day after the trading room. The Sunday market recap is just a little tidbit of what I do every day. So anyway, just to talk about that a little bit. But anyway, I talked about getting long up here, having to stop much lower that never even got close to, and we were looking for a first target right here. I mentioned 1910. I mentioned some levels higher. Interestingly enough, it came up about 20 minutes prior, came up at 1910 and chopped around a little bit. So that actually worked out. That turned into a nice little trade, and obviously it's not something I'm going to count in the results because that doesn't make sense, but it did turn out pretty nicely. And sometimes I'm able to do that, to give precise trade recommendations in the afternoon or overnight. And I don't do it a lot, but when I am able to do it, it's usually a higher probability. If I did it every day, then maybe they work out, maybe they don't. But when you have a little more clarification, it's usually pretty good. So anyway, I wanted to talk about that a little bit. So hopefully you enjoyed the video, you enjoyed what I was talking about, you got something out of it hopefully. You can always leave comments below the video. You can also email me directly. A lot of people like to do that, and that's fine. support@abusinesswithtrading.com is my email. I welcome any questions, feedback, suggestions, comments, whatever you might have. I always say there's no such thing as a dumb question, and I truly do believe that. We're all learning. I've been trading for a long time, and I'm still learning new things. The market always acts a little differently, and changes a little bit. And today, after the first few minutes, it did seem to get a little complicated a little bit, and then it kind of showed itself towards the end of the morning session, and sure enough, it actually worked out pretty well. And sometimes that happens. But anyway, welcome comments, feedback. Hopefully you enjoy the video. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you back here in the markets. Thank you.